What's up, YouTube? Today I want to talk about the topic, what is the best way to train? And that is a question I've wondered to myself for years. Ever since I first started working out, I always wondered, what's the most efficient way for me to gain muscle, to learn the skill faster, to do whatever? And the short answer is there is no best way to train. It really is all dependent on what your individual goals are and what you're trying to learn from something and the intentions behind that. So when it comes to training, from my experience, the more you have trial and error and experiment with different methods, you start to gain a bigger database inside of your head with all this information that lets you know this thing that I tried worked really well, this thing over here didn't work that well. And as time goes on, that database of information in your head grows larger and larger, and you have all these other things that you've tried and you've learned from experience going, hey, out of these past 10 years of training, these 3 things that I did made the biggest impact on me. And are those 3 things going to be always the most important things that you want to do when it comes to training? No. Different things can serve a purpose for you at different times in your life. And so when I first started working out, I really got into figuring out the programming aspect of things. You know, how many days a week am I going to work out? Am I going to do upper body, lower body, push, pull, work out in isolation muscle groups, and that whole thought process of how am I going to do that? And I experimented with that for a long time, and I still do. And as time has gone on with that, I realized there is no perfect programming. It's really what you're trying to get out of your training at that time. There's been times where I haven't really focused on programming at all, and I just wanted to try newer things that I wasn't comfortable with to push me outside my comfort zone. And in terms of programming, you don't really plan out a workout saying, I'm going to try something hard that I'm not comfortable with, and that's my goal. No, usually you're like, I want to do 3 sets of 8 of this, 5 sets of 5 of this, call it a day. Now, is one better than the other? It depends on the situation. So all of this is really just trying to say that what you choose to do is probably going to be that best choice at that very moment. And then once you gain enough information on that choice that you've made, you can figure out if you want to continue going down that path or go a completely separate route and go, I want to explore this other aspect. So to kind of take that all back, the best way to train is whatever you really want to try, whatever you want to experiment with. But as long as you continue to experiment with things and put forth the effort in learning that, you're always going to learn new and better things of how to train. So that's just my take on that. Hope you're enjoying your day. Thank you.